Okay. So this is your one-way slab and this is your two-way slab. So for here, Wx will be equals to 0 and Wy will be W into Lx by 2. And again, Wx will be W into L by 3 into X. These are all the formulas for Wx and Wy. Then service load will be equals to load on the wall plus Wx or Wy, depending upon whatever it is asked in the question. And factor load will be 1.5 into service load, that is the factor of safety, that is 1.5 into service load. So solve up till here, and if any of the doubts you can ask, then we'll proceed further.
Ma'am,
Huh?
ma'am, can you please pull up because that thing was remaining and your connection was lagging,
Yes,
so we
yes,
couldn't complete the
yes.
other one.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So after completing this much, let me know and slightly increase your speed.
Ma'am, I had a doubt. What do the arrows indicate in the diagram of one-way and two-way slab?
Yes. Arrows is nothing but it is being distribution of the parts. So here, as you can see in this diagram, this particular diagram indicate the type of the one-way slab. As you can see over here, there are the two partitions for one-way slab. So this is the type of the one-way slab and this is the particular type of the two-way slab. It is nothing but the designing part. So ये इस तरीके का डिजाइन रहेगा, तो this will be your two-way slab. अगर इस तरीके का डिजाइन रहेगा तो इट विल बी योर वन वे स्लैब. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
Here there is factor load will be equal to service load into 1.5. 1.5 is nothing but the partial safety factor. I hope everyone had completed up till here. Yes, everyone had done. Should I proceed further? Okay. Okay. So after calculating the factor load, you need to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So you need to calculate the maximum shear force. So maximum shear force is being indicated by Vmax and the maximum bending moment is being indicated by the Mmax. So आपको maximum shear force और the maximum bending moment calculate करना है और उसके बाद में in step number 2 In step number 2, you need to select the section. So you need to do the selection of section. So selection of section, the formulas for selection of section, you need to refer your IS 800 2007. So उसमें से आप क्या रेफर करोगे? Nothing but the clause number 8.2.1.2. So you need to refer that clause, and in that clause there are all the formulas that you are going to use in order to calculate the selection of section, in order to do the selection of section. So bending strength calculate करने के लिए you are having the formula, that is BD MD will be equals to beta B into ZP into Fy upon gamma M0. So उसके लिए सबसे पहले you need to calculate ZP. So for calculation of ZP, for I section, shape factor. Shape factor calculate करने के लिए again आपके पास में formula है, that is ZP by ZE. So ZE, therefore ZE will be equals to, S will be equals to 1.146 for the I section. So shape factor की value for the I section is 1.146. उसके बाद में आपको एक section select करना है, that is ISLB और ISMB. Section you need to select from the steel table, जिसका Z-axis आपके ZE से ज़्यादा रहेगा. First of all, do up till here, then we'll proceed further. And if any doubts, you can ask. And after completing, let me know so that we can proceed further. Yes, everybody had done, completed. Okay. उसके बाद में आपको स्टील टेबल से एक ऐसा सेक्शन चूज करना है जिसका Z-axis की वैल्यू जो आपने ZE कैलकुलेट किया है, मतलब जो आपने इफेक्टिव ZE की जो कैलकुलेट किया है, इफेक्टिव Z जो कैलकुलेट किया है, उसके वैल्यू से ज्यादा रहना चाहिए. तो वो आपको वो सेक्शन कंसिडर करना है फ्रॉम योर स्टील टेबल, दैट इज वेदर यू कैन कंसिडर ISLB सेक्शन और वेदर you can consider ISMB section. And you have to note down all the specifications from the steel table. That is, कौन से specifications note down करोगे? That is Z-axis, gross area, TF, that is nothing but the thickness of the flange, TW, that is thickness of the web, I-axis, that is moment of inertia about I x-axis and y-axis, B, H, H1 and H2. ये all the specifications you will get from your steel table. उसके बाद ZE provided you need to calculate and ZP provided you need to calculate. So ZE will be nothing but Z-axis provided, जो आपको पहले ही मिल जाएगी वैल्यू. उसके बाद में आपको ZP कैलकुलेट करना है. तो ZP कैलकुलेट करने के लिए क्या करोगे? you need to multiply it by shape factor. So do up till here. Yes, done. Yes, completed. Yes, इमरान हो गया यहाँ तक के? आमिर.
Wait, ma'am, wait.
Okay. Okay. Yes, completed. All of you are done. Yes, over.
Yes.
Okay. So उसके बाद में suppose ZP is 400 centimeter square. Then this is just an example. You have to select the section whose z-axis lies between 450 to 600. मतलब आपको z-axis वो कंसिडर करना है जिसकी वैल्यू आपकी zp की वैल्यू से ज्यादा रहेगी. Suppose it is 400, you have to consider it is between 450 to 600. उसके बाद for the step number 3, you need to check for the limiting width to thickness ratio. Again for doing the check for the limiting width to thickness ratio, आपको outstanding element of flange देखना है for the roll section. For outstanding element of the flange for the roll section, for the outstanding element of flange of the roll section, you need to refer your table number 2, page number 18 of your IS 800 2007. For the class 1, हम यहाँ पे क्या देख रहे हैं? For the class 1 plastic section, we are going to check this. So for the class 1 plastic section, again your B by TF, that is your width upon thickness of the flange ratio, should not be less than or equals to 9.4 epsilon. Now what is epsilon? Epsilon already you know, the value for the epsilon you will get from the formula. Epsilon की value आपको मिलती है under root of 250 by Fy. So Fy is nothing but the yield stress. So yield stress we are going to assume it as 250. So एप्सिलॉन की वैल्यू कितनी रहेगी 1. उसके बाद में आपको क्या कंसिडर करना है? वेव ऑफ एन आई सेक्शन. सो वेव ऑफ एन आई सेक्शन के लिए आप क्या कंसिडर करोगे? न्यूट्रल एक्सिस एट मिड स्पैन, जिसके लिए आप क्या चेक करोगे? डी बाई टी डब्ल्यू, दैट इज डेप्थ अपॉन थिकनेस ऑफ द वेब, should be less than 84 epsilon. So do up till here, then we'll proceed further. And if any of the doubts, you are having any of the doubts, you can ask. These are the steps we are going to follow when we are going to design for the beam.
Ma'am, what is NA at midspan?
NA is nothing but the neutral axis at the midspan. Neutral axis at the midspan के लिए हम value check कर रहे हैं, that is D by TW. It should be less than 84 into epsilon. Now in short, it should be less than 84 because epsilon की value आपकी कितनी है? 1. Understood? Yes, done.
Ma'am, in steel table of page number 18, it's given rolled
No
steel
steel table.
tie T bars.
You have to refer here your IS code,
What?
not steel. IS code, not steel table.
Oh.
IS code में ये formulas है. It is not there in the steel table. Yes, completed up till here, all of you. All of you are done up till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, values of BWT, TW are calculated from the roll beam and the column, that is on the page number 90. These all the values you will get in your steel table. Then you need to check for the shear capacity of the web. So again, for checking the shear capacity of the web, you need to refer your clause number 8.4. उसके बाद में see your clause number 8.4 from your IS 800 2007. उसके बाद में step number 5. For step number 5, you need to do for the flexure. तो फ्लेक्चर के लिए आप क्या चेकअप करोगे? फ्लेक्चर के लिए you need to refer again your clause number 8.2.1.2. So just note down this one. Yes, done. Should I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
उसके बाद में you need to check for deflection. So deflection calculate करने के लिए again you are having the सर्विस लोड. सो डिफ्लेक्शन इज चेक ऑलवेज बाय द सर्विस लोड. तो जो भी आपने सर्विस लोड पहले अर्लियर चेक में कैलकुलेट किया है वो सर्विस लोड से आपको डिफ्लेक्शन चेक करना है. सो उसके लिए यू आर हैविंग द फॉर्मूला फॉर यूडीएल के लिए फॉर्मूला है 5/384 into WL raised to the power 4 by E into IXX. And point load के लिए you are having the formula that is PL cube by 48 E into IXX. W you know that is will be in kilonewton per meter as it is the load. L is your length हमेशा mm में रहेगी. Then E that is modulus of elasticity for steel. It is the value for the E is 2 into 10 raised to power 5 Newton per mm square. And IXX will be in mm cube and point load will be in kilonewton. So for multiple point load, what you have to do? You have to use these, that is W1, W2 or W3. अगर ऐसा कुछ रहा so number of spacings n equals to 4 in this case. And for that again you are having the formula for the delta. But before that, do up till here. This is your step number 6, that is the check for deflection. After completing, let me know so that we can proceed further.
Completed one.
Okay. तो अगर ऐसे मल्टीपल लोड्स रहे तो क्या करोगे? whenever there are the multiple loads, मतलब अगर यूडीएल और पॉइंट लोड अगर मिक्स है तो वहां पे W will be all, that is W1 plus W2 plus W3, and N is nothing but the number of spacings. In this case, number of spacing is 4. So just you need to substitute the values in this given formula, that is WL cube by 193 into IXX into n into 3 minus 1 by t 2 1 plus 4 upon n square, and rho permissible, that is the deflection permissible value you will get from the table number 6. So first of all note down this formula, then we'll proceed further, and if any doubts you can ask. Yes, done. Everyone had noted.
Yes, ma'am.
So जो आपको डेल परमिसिबल की वैल्यू मिलेंगी, मतलब जो भी डिफ्लेक्शन परमिसिबल की वैल्यू मिलेगी वो आपको टेबल नंबर 6 फ्रॉम योर आईएस कोड 800 2007 से मिलेगी. और जो रोमैक्स कैलकुलेट करोगे आप फ्रॉम द अबव फॉर्मूलाज, दैट वैल्यू शुड बी लेस देन योर रो परमिसिबल. अगर वैल्यू लेस नहीं है तो जो आपने सेक्शन एज्यूम किया था, मतलब जो आपने जेडी एज्यूम किया था फ्रॉम द स्टील टेबल, जो आपने कंसिडर किया था सेक्शन, सो वो सेक्शन आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा. दैट सेक्शन यू नीड टू रिवाइज, बट नो नीड टू डू द चेक फॉर द शेयर एंड बेंडिंग. जो आपने शेयर और बेंडिंग के लिए चेक किए हैं वो करने की जरूरत नहीं है, but you need to revise that section. Then in the step number 7, what you need to do, you need to do the check for the buckling. That is web buckling के लिए आपको चेक करना है. And for web buckling again you need to refer your IS code clause number 8.7.3.1. So you need to refer your IS code, and for that here the I section is being considered. This is the total depth, this one is the height, this value is B1, this is N1. So N1 will be D by 2, then lambda will be KL by R minimum, again from the clause number 3.8. Already अपने slenderness ratio इसके पहले भी calculate किया है by using the formula KL by R minimum. Then first of all complete up till here, then we'll proceed further. After completing, let me know. KL by R minimum के लिए again K के लिए आपको table number 11 page number 45 and R minimum already you know the formula, that is thickness of the web by root 12. So you can calculate R minimum and lambda. So just note down all these steps. Slightly increase your speed. The problem consists of 32 marks, so there are little more steps. Up till now it was there, but don't know what is there in your semester. Due to COVID, I can't give any assurance that how many marks it will be there in your upcoming semester. Okay, done everyone up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now for table number 10, buckling class C, as web is rectangular, you can calculate at the FCD by using the method of interpolation. Everyone is used to how to calculate the value for the FCD. So again we are going to calculate the FCD over here also. उसपे से आप FWB calculate करोगे. So FWB के लिए again we are having the formula, that is B1 plus N1 into thickness of the web into FCD. So do up till here, then we shall proceed for the step number 8, that is step for the web crippling. Do fast check of the web crippling is the last step. That is the step number 8, so that from the next lecture we can start with the problem. So had you completed step number 7, everyone? So that we can proceed with the step number 8. Okay. Step number 8 में आपको क्या करना है? You need to do the check for the web crippling. Again, you need to refer your IS code clause number 8.7.4, page number 67. So इस पे से आपको क्या calculate करना है? Web crippling, that is FWC. So FWC calculate करने के लिए C, अगर ये वाला साइज टोटल यहाँ पे दिस इज योर 2.5 by 1, मतलब ये जो स्लोप है दैट स्लोप इज ऑफ द रेशियो 1 by 2.5, तो उसमें से आप N2 की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, बिकॉज H2 तो ऑलरेडी आपको मिलेगा पहले ही फ्रॉम द स्टील टेबल. उसमें से you can calculate the value of N2 by using this formula. That is H2 by N2 will be equals to 1 by 2.5. उसमें से you can calculate FWC, that is V1 plus N2 into thickness of the web into FYW upon gamma M0. So just note down this step so that we can start with the summing by the next lecture. So complete up till here. We are having last 2 minutes. So those who are not given the attendance, give your attendance in the chat box. And those who are having any of the queries, they can ask. I hope everyone understood up till here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, all of you are completed. Any doubts? Any doubts in all these design steps for the beam?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you are done up till here? What about others? All the others are also completed? Okay. So by next lecture, that is means by tomorrow, we are going to start with the problems for the design of beam. So be present and do attend the lectures regularly. Just revise all the steps before coming for the lecture.